long campaign by union rail workers to inform the public of their miserable working conditions is starting to pay off. This week, Union Pacific, under pressure from that public and from its own workers and even its own investors, agreed to provide paid sick leave to a portion of its workforce. Concession was made to two unions, the Brotherhood of Railway Carmen and the National Conference of Firemen and Oilers. It covers about 2,100 workers, or about 8% of Union Pacific's total employees. And beginning on April 1st, the covered workers will receive up to 4 paid sick days a year. Union Pacific was one of the big freight rail companies involved in last year's labor dispute, with over 100,000 union rail workers who were seeking, among other things, paid sick leave. Before workers could go on strike, however, the Biden administration and Congress intervened to impose a new contract on the unions that did not include paid sick leave. But the unions kept pushing companies on the issue. And earlier this month, CSX, another firm involved in that labor fight, came to an agreement with two unions as well to provide 5,000 workers with paid sick days. Senator Bernie Sanders reacted to the news, posting on Twitter, quote, "Let me congratulate the trade union movement for securing paid sick days to 2,100 workers at Union Pacific. Now that Union Pacific and CSX have done it, no more excuses. It's time for every railroad to provide 7 paid sick days to all rail workers." This can actually happen without the unions having to extract concessions from the rail companies. Back in 2015, President Obama signed an order mandating paid sick leave for all federal contractors. But that order specifically exempted the rail industry after a lot of lobbying by the rail industry. And in December, shortly after Democrats broke the looming rail strike, Sanders actually wrote a letter to President Biden urging him to update that executive order and include the rail companies in that requirement to provide paid sick leave to workers. That was 2.5 months ago, though. So maybe Bernie should check to make sure that Joe got the letter.